All right, I'm not going to waste too much time getting started today. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the first news Q&A live stream of 2023. I think we only did one last year, and mainly because I didn't have a whole crap load of big stuff to reveal, but this year is going to be different. So this is probably not going to be the last of 2023. It is probably going to be the first of at least two. Maybe three, we'll see. Excuse me while I fix my lighting, as the camera's just it changes constantly. It's weird. Hope you all are doing great. I have a few things for you today, and then we can chat for a little while. If you want to ask me anything, I'll answer it. As long as it's nothing insane, you know? I will do my best. Hello, everybody's saying hi in chat. Lighting's weird because I'm on Final Destination with that background. Yeah, I was, on Patreon I have that 8-bit thing, but I don't know who made it and I can't find the source. And so for this, I went to that NoClip site and they have all these cool backgrounds. And I was like, oh, I'll use the Brawl one. It's not a foreshadowing or anything, so not a hit, I promise. Okay. I'm just gonna go right into the new stuff, because why not? Okay, so I have three things for you, and they're all important. And excuse me while I pull up the description for this video, because as I tell you these things, I'm gonna put them in the video description, and I forgot to pull that up because I always forget to pull up something. Just give me 1 second. Okay, it might make some noise. Yeah, there it goes. Where is the... Okay, how do I do this? Edit video. Okay. Yeah, as I tell you these things, I'll put them in the video description, just so you can recap, and for anybody joining us late, you'll be able to know what's going on. So I guess first, before I get to the three big things, just some things I want to talk about and kind of reiterate for anybody. I am working on another big project. It's called Project Peppermint. That's the code name. And if I can get the thing going, I'll pull it up. Okay. Supposed to look kind of cooler than that, but that's still in the works. I do have a console medley coming your way. It is GameCube. It's pretty obvious from the last end card teaser. So, got a GameCube medley coming up for you this weekend. Should be no later than Sunday. I'm working on finishing it up tonight. And then I got to record the video. It's kind of long, so that's going to take me a couple days to get together, but then it'll be up for you. Once I get that out of the way, since it's so big, because, medleys take forever. Working on wrapping this up. I got a lot of progress done on it last year. And then it got close to the end of the year, and I wanted to work on some big songs for you guys. And so we did that, and I kind of shelved this for a little while longer. But as soon as this next medley's done, March, I want to get this thing done and out to everybody and revealed, I should say. Hopefully by April or so. But yeah, so that's still in the works. Again, that's not a super big reveal thing or anything. I guess that's really the only thing. Yeah, GameCube medley, Project Peppermint. Okay, so here's the three big things. Number one is the 2023 song ballot, as of right now, is going live. Let me get you this link, and I'm going to post it in the description. And I'll explain what this is for anybody here in a second. Okay. Is my music too loud, by the way? I can turn it down a little more. Okay. 2023 song ballot is now live. The link should be in the description. If it's not there right now, I don't know if you have to refresh. You might not have to, but if you might have to. I guess I can post the link in chat too. I don't know if do those work? Yeah, they do work. Okay, cool. So, for those of you that are new to the channel or anything like that, welcome and thank you for subscribing or just watching. If you're just watching and you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. It just takes 1 second. And I'm not too obnoxious with my uploads. If you get 3, 4, sometimes 5 a month. You know, not going to interrupt your day too much. Anyways, so we started doing this in, I think, 2019, right? Or was it 2018? It was one of the two. Kind of copied it from, you know, the Smash ballot when people requested characters and stuff. I thought it'd be a cool idea to have a song ballot. And so this is a way, and it's only going to be open for a month. This is a way for us to see kind of like what the most requested songs are at the moment. I always scour through comments. I always have people that scour through comments for me. Thank you, bud. And so like I kind of have like a general loose idea of what the most requested stuff is at the moment, but the ballot really, really like it kind of collects it all like in one easy to, I guess, organize format. So that way we can see what is the most requested stuff at the moment. And even some of the stuff that, because there's a lot of stuff that like pops up in the top 10s and stuff that we didn't expect. So we've had a few of those. This year, I'm going to try to do some things with songs that get entered in the ballot that don't get a lot of votes. So I'm still working on some stuff with that. But yeah, that's what the ballot is. Basically, tell me your most wanted song. And yeah, we'll tally everything up at the end of the month and go over the list. And it's going to have a strong influence on what songs end up getting done this year and next year and maybe even the year after that. So that's how that works. And that's really all I have to say about it. Again, the link is in the description. I'll post it in chat one more time. If it's not working or anything, I don't know why. It should be, but I didn't see anybody say it's not working, so I think we're good on that. Yeah, it's already got some votes, so. Okay. Things number 2 and 3. It's actually a kind of like 2 things in one. It's almost 3 things in one, but it's more like 2 things in one. Okay. The 12 album, the 2022, compilation album is ready. And I'm about to put it on Bandcamp in like 1 second. It was actually released to Spotify, Apple Music, and all that stuff like a couple of days ago. What this is, again, for anybody new, every year I just throw everything together onto one album. That way you can just download it all at once. And I put it on Bandcamp. On Bandcamp, you can get every song. So everything we released last year, all in one download. Cool. On Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, I can only get certain songs up because of licensing stuff. So all the stuff that I was able to get licensed last year is on that. Plus, you have 5 bonus tracks on Bandcamp, 4 on Spotify, Apple Music. And those 5 are, I have to remember. You have 2 remasters. A remaster of the Final Fantasy IV boss battle theme that I did in 2017. That's been not re-recorded, but I went back, remixed everything. And Surprise Attack from Star Fox 2 has also been remastered. I couldn't get that one up on Apple Music and Spotify and all that stuff. Again, licensing stuff, nothing I can do about it. So that one's missing, but boss battle's there. And then you have 3 instrumentals of vocal songs from last year. That would be Stains of Time instrumental, Panic in the Sky instrumental, and Live and Learn instrumental. So all those bonus tracks, all 5 are on Bandcamp, and 4 of them, so the 4 minus Surprise Attack, are on the streaming service releases. So I'm about to post that on Bandcamp, but there's one other thing I have, actually 2 other things, but it's kind of one thing, coming to Bandcamp that is also on streaming services in full, and that is... Here we go. I am bringing Atmacoustics to streaming services. Almost 100 songs from the Atmacoustics channel are coming to streaming services. They're actually there now. They're on Spotify. They're on Apple Music. They're on Amazon. They are the Dusk and Dawn albums. They look like this. I'm going to flip back and forth. So you can see, these are coming on Bandcamp too. So what these are, like I said, it's almost 100. I was trying to get 100. I had actually planned like over 100. I went back through the old Atmacoustics catalog and I found all the stuff that I think I could license. And so I tried to do as many as I could. I ended up with 98. So it's almost 100. It was supposed to be like 110, but like 12 of them got rejected, so I had to cut them loose. So what this is, if you're not familiar with the Atmacoustics channel, it is one of my sub channels. I don't really like advertise it a whole lot. But like the stuff you hear in end cards, sometimes I make those like full versions, kind of sorta. It's like a full version of the original. But they're only like 30 seconds to 1 minute in length, and they loop. And the way I make them is so you can download it, and then if you just play them on like iTunes or something, and you put it on repeat, like it repeats like seamlessly, so you can listen to it forever. And so I took, like I said, as many of those as I could. I ended up with 98, and got them on streaming services for you also: Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, and the other 20 that I can't think of the top of my head, like Deezer and stuff. I've separated them into 2 different albums. There's the Dusk album and the Dawn album. The Dawn album has more upbeat acoustics, like I think like the Yoshi Island athletic theme, Gower Plain. I'm sorry, it's not Plains, it's Plain from Xenoblade Chronicles. So it has the more upbeat stuff, and the Dusk album has kind of like softer, more relaxing stuff. Think like Comet Observatory, Gateway Galaxy, stuff like that. So now that I've talked about all 3 of these, I am posting them on Bandcamp as we speak, and I will post the link to the God Metal Bandcamp. The Atmacoustics are going to be on the God Metal Bandcamp page, by the way. I figured it'd just be easier that way. And I'll also post a link to the Atmacoustics pages from Spotify, Apple Music, and Amazon. If you use another streaming service that you've seen God Metal stuff on there, it's probably going to be there too. If it's not there now, it should be there very soon. But yeah, let me get all these posted for you. I literally just had to publish them. So bear with me 1 second. Also, shout out to some of my patrons that were helping me in the patron chat to make sure I didn't typo or misspell anything. Big help. Okay. Okay, Dawn is up. Come on now. Oh, and another important thing about these Atmacoustic albums, I went back and I rebalanced the volume, so everything is now like a much closer volume to each other than it was before. Because like there's a lot of times like I start patron streams and stuff, and like we listen to the acoustics like we did today at the start of the stream before I come on. And okay, Dusk is up, and like some of them will like jump scare you because one acoustic will be really soft, and then like this loud one will come in and just like so I rebalanced the volume so they're all more even with each other. Like all the stuff on Dusk sounds a similar volume level. All the stuff on Dawn is similar volume level. Dawn in general is, like I said, it's more upbeat stuff, is slightly louder than Dusk, but not like nothing crazy like some of them were. Okay, and now I'm putting 12 up. And again, I'll post these links for you all. I'll just post the entire God Metal Bandcamp link for you. Okay. And 12 is up. Okay, so that is ready. Let me post these links in the description, the God Metal Bandcamp, and then the Atmacoustics pages, because the Atmacoustics, like Spotify has like no followers, so I need you all to follow that for me. Okay, where is video details? Okay, Bandcamp's up. Let me post the Atmacoustics Spotify. 64 entries into the song ballot so far. You guys keep that coming. I'm almost done. Then I can look at chat. Answer everybody's questions. Okay. Okay. I don't know if it's on Amazon yet. Actually looked yesterday and it wasn't there. Bear with me. Okay. There's Apple. Let me see if it's on Amazon. Like I said, I checked yesterday. It wasn't there. It keeps wanting me to see whatever ATS Acoustics is. Hey, crazy idiot! Thanks for the $9.99. I don't think it's on Amazon yet. Okay, well, it's gonna be on Amazon soon. It might be, and I just can't find it. But if or when it is, I will post it somewhere. But I'll get the description. Okay, let me think if there's anything else I need to do with these links and stuff. Okay, the ballot, Dawning Dusk, Capital 12. Actually, change the order. Okay, there we go. We are ready to rock and roll. Again, just to recap everything. I made us a handy dandy little thing. Where'd it go? What did I do with it? Is it this? It's not that. There it is. Okay, let's recap everything. And once again, I accidentally said 2023 compilation album for God Metal 12. It's actually the 2022 compilation album. Oh, and I forgot to mention, God Metal 12 artwork by Nintendo Nut 1, Kelsey Peterson. They are in chat. This year's theme, water, looks awesome as always. So shout out to Kelsey. Excellent job, as always. Kelsey has been doing most of the album art that you've seen lately has been done by them, so. Okay. Q&A time. Just to answer what I'm sure is going to be asked by 90% of people. The answer to the question, can I do this song or can I do a song from game/series is, I don't know, maybe someday. So just answer 90% of questions there. Okay. Dragon Claw, thank you for the $2. Can you do videos on the Toho soundtrack? Yeah, we're going to do more Toho. Don't worry. We're going to do more Toho eventually. Eventually. Let me see. I don't know if anybody else made super chats. If they did, I missed it. I'm sorry. Okay, it looks like no. Okay, we're good. Okay. Josh Martin, found you last year. So inspired, I picked up guitar to learn it this year. Thanks for being awesome. That's awesome to hear, Josh. I hope your guitar journey is as fun and fascinating as mine was. Elite, thanks for the 15. Hey, Johnny, been a huge fan ever since I was 12. When you dropped that In the Final 2018 remix, which I really loved. Also loved your Stains in Time, Live and Learn and More. Thank you. Thank you, Elite, for the 15 and for the love. I appreciate it. Favorite polygon? I don't know. Octagon? That's a strange question, new guy. Sergeant Boucherie? Can I ask them? I have 3 questions. Why do I rock so much? Was my first question good? First question, I think it made sense because I just went on ahead and answered them. Why do I rock so much? I don't know. I don't know. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. I think I'm okay. Is Peppermint going to have a physical release? Even more far, is Atmacoustics going to have a physical? Well, that's implying that Peppermint is some sort of album of some sort. And I've never confirmed what Peppermint is exactly. so I can't answer that specifically. That'd be spilling too much info. Atmacoustics won't have physical. There's like 50 songs on these albums. Oh, and I should mention when it comes to Dusk and Dawn, I did name the volume 1 because there are going to be more volumes. They're probably not going to be 40, 50 songs like Dusk and Dawn are. Like I might do it like when I can get to like 10 per album, then I'll release them that way so we can get them out a little quicker. I don't really have the funding to commission album art for each individual song. That would take too long and too much money. What was my favorite song to make? I don't really have a favorite song that I've made. I usually like this gets answered every stream, so it kind of changes. I guess most recently, I've been having a lot of fun with like the vocal stuff. It Has to Be This Way was really fun because of the Bowser stuff. I thought that turned out really funny, personally. I don't have a favorite. You know, I like I'm always biased to the stuff that I'm more familiar with, like Final Fantasy and Super Mario RPG and stuff. So, stuff like that. Will I ever have the video Dragon Airzel where we're the outfit of Gunmetal Guy as you play? I'd love to see that. I don't know, maybe someday. Maybe someday. I haven't played Pizza Tower Xantonic. I have not. I've been seeing everybody talk about it though, so I'm aware of its existence, and I know everybody wants that Pizza Time song. I'm expecting that to be in the ballot a lot. Rubberman, thanks for the 5. Not so much a song request, but a play game request. Please play Pizza Tower. Are you caught up with Deltarune by any chance? I am not. I started chapter 1 and I got like maybe 1 to 2 hours into it, and I don't know, like it just didn't hook me like Undertale. Not that I didn't like it. It's just I don't know. I haven't picked it back up yet. I will eventually. Right now I'm playing all the Game Boy Advance. I'm playing through Minish Cap. I never played Minish Cap until now when they released it on Switch. So that's what I'm playing at the moment. Ying or Yang. Thanks for the 5. Just wondering if there's a way to get the sheet music to your songs. Not at the moment. I've had a couple people express interest in making tabs for me, but that's as far as we've gotten so far. You know, I like to compensate people for this stuff, so I don't like to ask people to do things for free. Sheet music is something I don't get. I get asked for tabs more than sheet music, and then even then, I only get asked for tabs occasionally. So, and it would take a lot of time to put together. And then, like I said, if someone's gonna do it for me, I want to be able to compensate them in some way. And I only have so much funding to go around. So it could happen eventually. And of course, if it does, I will let everyone know, Ying. So just keep your eye out. Nothing I can guarantee at the moment. Okay. Hi, Foxy. Kelsey, I think I said my favorite Pokemon is Alakazam. That is true. Alakazam is my favorite. How's the wife? Wife is doing great. She's in grad school. So a little stressed from that, but but she's amazing as always. Dog is good. Jujubee is asleep. Hadaron, thank you for the $1.99. What brand of toothpaste do I use? I use Crest. Is it like Pro Health? Something like that? I don't know. The brand doesn't matter so much. What matters is that you brush your teeth. The brand that gets you to brush is the good brand. Camera's making me look red again. Okay, I'm gonna scroll down a little bit. Just to, I forgot to say this at the top of the stream. I'm gonna try to answer as many different people as I can. The chat moves kind of fast, so if I miss you, it's not because I hate you or because I don't want to answer your question. Please don't get sad. I try my best to answer as many as I can. Sometimes I miss people. I am only human. I am not an AI. Do I have an Alakazam plushie? I don't. I don't know. Do they even make them? They probably do. Isofix. If it was entirely up to me, which Fire Emblem song would I remix regardless of popularity? There's this one. I can't think of the name. It was actually on the Patreon request list. And I'm not just saying it because it was on the Patreon request list. Let me see if I can find it. It's like really cool. And it's a pretty obscure song that I'd never heard. If I see the name, I'll be able to tell you. Here. Wasn't that? If it's still on here, they could have changed it. Yeah, I think they changed it. I don't remember. Somebody's probably gonna remind me, some patron, but like it was something. I can't remember the name, but it was a really cool song. It's kind of short, but yeah. Other than that, maybe Comrades. I think that one could use a cover. City, thanks for the 11. What is my favorite dinosaur? T-Rex is such a generic answer, huh? But I like when they kind of make the T-Rex look kind of cute and kind of small and its little arms. Other than that, I don't know, Brontosaurus. I don't think I really have like a favorite. Andrew, thanks for the 6. Blood of Power, Midnight Resistance. I'm assuming that's a request. Put it in the ballot for me. Jet Speed, what's my opinion on Angry Birds? You know, I played it maybe once years and years and years ago when it very first came out, and that was really it. It looks fine. Captain Falcon, is that Animetal idea? Thanks for the 10, by the way. I pitched a while back. Gonna get any traction? Longtime viewer since your OG in the final Isaac battle. Oh, I've seen you since then, Captain Falcon. I see you in the comments like all the time. I've loved every video you put out and always will. Rock on, bro. Not yet. You know, God Middle's still my main focus. Plus, I only know like a handful of anime stuff. I'm not like a big anime watcher. I only know like a few theme songs. Like the one I know probably better than any is like Sailor Moon. So that goes to speak to my anime knowledge. Yeah. You know, I might do some anime sometime. I probably wouldn't start a whole new project dedicated to it. Just because, you know, it's definitely not my expertise, but yeah. And we do have a Discord, by the way. Links in the description of like every video, I think. I could put it here too, if you want me to. Give me 1 second. Almost done. Almost got it. Don't expire. Okay. I'm gonna put this in the description for you. There. Link to the Discord in the description. Real Hero. Just want to let you know you are my go-to music for work. My work appropriate playlist. Jamming out to your covers while my students play basketball is a great time for everyone. Thank you, Real Hero. That is awesome. Are you buying Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe today? I'm gonna buy it eventually. I never played it, so that is one I do want to play. I gotta get through Minish Cap first. How can I not be an IA with such amazing musical skills? Stop lying, Johnny. What's an IA? I don't know what that is. Crazy Idiot, thanks for the $4.99. What is the usual process of choosing and making a cover for a song? Excellent question, because I always like to go over this with people, because everyone assumes, some people assume I only do Patreon songs. You might know who I'm talking about. That's not the case. So there's 3 things that influence song choices the most. There's the ballot. Actually, there's 4. Well, okay, there's 4 things. There's the ballot. There's YouTube comments. There's the Patreon request list. And then there's my own personal bias. At this point, I've done most of the songs that I would want to do personally. So my personal bias only comes in every now and then. Like maybe a song will get stuck in my head. I'm like, oh, I should do this song just for fun. But yeah, the stuff that gets highly requested in the ballot, the stuff I see people commenting requests for and stuff a lot, and the Patreon request list are the big 3. You know, we do 2 songs from the Patreon request list each month. One is completely random. Another one is chosen by me. What goes into my choice from the request list, from the Patreon request list, is influenced by YouTube request, the ballot, personal bias again, and really that. So that's those 2. And then I might throw in a 3rd or 4th, and that could just be from who knows what, for just a personal pick, a ballot song, something that I'm seeing requested a lot in YouTube comments. So that's basically how it goes. And then every now and then I throw in a curveball. Okay. Scrolling. Chat's not super crazy today, so that's good. We've had some streams where the chat is just like going like insane. I don't know what to do. Favorite cartoon villain? Cleffa, favorite cartoon villain. I like my villains crazy and psychopathic for no reason. I know the latest that people are into is Jack Horner from the Puss in Boots movie. If you're a fan of Jack Horner and you've never watched Avatar: The Last Airbender, you might like Azula. She is a whole nother level. So I guess it's one of them. The first thing that came to mind. Gordon Price, thanks for the 10. You rule. Thank you for everything. I'd love to know what your green screen setup is for videos. I might be able to kind of show you. Okay, we're gonna break the immersion here for a second for Gordon Price. Let me see. I have to turn off the green screen. Just ruin the immersion. And then I think I will be able to show you. Hopefully my room's not too messy. I don't think it is. Okay, here we go. The magic will go away. Okay, so that's actually the thing on the back of my chair. If I maneuver this in the right way, to the keyboard, can I do this? Okay, see this? That is a giant green screen that is covering that wall. And I can turn this back on now. We'll go back to Final Destination. Okay, back to the okay. Yeah. There we go. I think we're good. So yes, I have that. I have 3 huge lights. And that's really it. I have a room dedicated to the drums, which has like a big green screen behind it. That one's rough, man, because like the drums have like this metallic rim that reflects stuff. And I always tell people, like, don't look at the drum shot too hard because you will see all sorts of green screen screw ups. Like if you don't look at it too hard, you won't notice. But if you do, especially like the rims, you can see like stuff like getting keyed out that shouldn't be. And like I have tried my absolute best, but it's just not possible without a gigantic room with a gigantic green screen. With the drums like in the center of the room, like it's just, there's just no way. But yeah, so just that, and you know, Final Cut Pro has a pretty good keying tool, so thankfully that's helpful. Okay, let me scroll down a little bit. Again, if I miss you, I'm sorry. I'm trying to get everybody that I can. DVK, why did I bust you out to your friends? I am stressed. Also, I'm done now, but I'm staying at the library. Oh, that's my wife. Why did you give me $20? It's just gonna go back to my bank account. Thank you, wife. I love you, Charisse. I'm assuming that's you. Sounds like you, because you were at the library. Okay. Cole Clifford. Hey Johnny, long time Goblin fan and watcher. Do you ever lose your drumstick? Oh man. Do I ever lose my drumsticks while recording, or do you have a strong grip on them? Dude, those drumsticks fly out of my hands more often if I don't practice for a while. Like there are some times where I go through like a drought of practicing drums for like a month just because I've been working so hard on songs, and I only really play them when I'm recording video. But like if I haven't played in a while, those things will fly out of my hand like every 10 minutes. It is a pain, and it is just infuriating. I'm surprised I haven't hit a light bulb yet. I'm waiting for that to happen. It's gonna fly out of my hand, hit a light bulb. Light bulb's gonna explode. The fluorescent dust is gonna go everywhere. It's toxic. I might get sick. So that's how that is. Mape Mod. Hope I said your name right. There's a Mappy Mod. How does licensing work? I mean, how can Jules or Rashad publish songs you can't? That's weird. That's a good question. I actually addressed that on my site's FAQ. I don't know. I haven't really seen stuff that Jules and Rashad have done specifically. I have seen other people though. So here's the deal with licensing. This is something I always have to reiterate. And a reason you just brought up is one of those reasons, because people will see other people have it up. So as far as getting a song on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, all that other stuff, It's different from YouTube. It's a completely different ballgame. YouTube's kind of like in this gray area legally, where we I don't want to say we can do whatever we want because we can't, but I don't know. It's just weird. YouTube's an anomaly. So as far as Spotify, Apple, blah blah blah. So to put songs on there, you have to get a mechanical license for each song, and to get a mechanical license, the song has to have had an official US release before in some way, shape, form, or fashion. And basically how they do that is some sort of metadata stuff. Like there's been some stuff I've gotten through, even though it seems like there's only been a Japan release, that there is US metadata attached to it. And so I've been able to get it up. Are You a Boss or Just a Plus One is the most recent example. I did not think that one would get through, but it did. So it has to have an official US release. The distributor I use is Sounddrop. They're very, very strict about that, which is good, because if they weren't, it's illegal. And the reason that is because when you get the mechanical license, every time a song streams on Spotify, if it's a cover song, the distributor gets a cut for me at Sounddrop. The rights holders, which would be the composer or the company, like it could be Nintendo, it could be Nobuo Uematsu, Final Fantasy composer, whoever owns the rights to the songs, they get a cut, and then I get a cut. So that's why you have to get a mechanical license for those, especially with Spotify, iTunes, because they have free versions, but like for the most part, they're a paid service. That's how that works. Now, some distributors, DistroKid, will put up pretty much whatever you give them. And that's not a good thing, because you could get in trouble for that. And that's not something I could afford right now. I can't afford to be getting in any legal trouble with Gamoto songs ever, because it's already a gray area with YouTube and Bandcamp and stuff. So it's not like a boundary I'm willing to push any more than that. And you may see some people, again, Jules and Rashad, I haven't seen them in particular cover things that I tried to get up before, and they have it up and I don't. Oh, there is one other exception. I'll get to that in a second. But yeah, you will see some people have Forgotten Land songs and stuff like that up. But yeah, that's how they did it. They used some distributors that were a little shadier than others. And so, like, you could also upload a cover as an original, but you shouldn't do that because that's not cool, for one. And for two, again, you could get in trouble for that. That's not legal. The other exception is that these laws went into effect, I think, in 2019. I think it was 2019 is when I first actually started getting rejections for stuff. That's when the laws changed and got really strict about it. So everything that was licensed before, again, I could be wrong in the date. I think it was 2019. It could have been 2018. Everything that got licensed before that, pretty much they just send it through, like, if they couldn't find an official US release. But everything that got it before that is able to stay up. So you might see some stuff that people got licensed in like 2016 and stuff that we can't get licensed now. And that's why, because the laws changed, but because of the way that it is, they can still stay up. So yeah. Hello, Zeron YT. Thank you for the 5. Murby, thanks for the 2. Here's 2 towards a future Doggo cameo in a video. I'll see what I can do. She always pops in by accident. She'll like lay on the floor when I'm recording stuff sometimes, and she'll be just sleeping. And sometimes, like you saw in Rusty Bucket Bay and stuff, she'll just like kind of pop her head up. Okay, it took me a minute to answer that Spotify question. So if you ask stuff, I might have missed it, and I'm sorry. Please ask again. I hate to ask you to repeat yourself, but Snoozo Chrome. What is my Splatoon main? Man, I have not played Splatoon 3 yet. I just haven't had time. But back in the day, like, what did I use? I don't even remember. What's the big gun that shoots slowly? 98 gal, something like that. I don't remember, dude. Like, it's been a while. Yashiro, thanks for the 20. You're one of our lovely moderators. Was the Fire Emblem song you were thinking about called Eldegon the Lionheart? I don't think so. Like, if I saw the name, I would know it instantly. A patron might be able to tell me. Thermoxin, thanks for the 1. Do I have a least favorite song that I made? Not really because of the song, but anything from like prior to 2014, the mixing was like, in my opinion, pretty bad. And that's my fault because I was still learning. Especially when you get to like 2010 and stuff, like the mixing was just so bad. So yeah, that the old stuff. Some 2015 stuff is kind of like okay to me. 2016, now that I remastered it all on the 6 Reignited album, I can re-like that again. The really, really old stuff, but not like a particular song because I didn't like the song. I like every time, even if like I initially hear a song that I'm about to do and I'm like, I don't really care for this, like I usually grow to like it. So there's that. How many original songs have I made? Trying to think like in what context. So like back before I did God Metal, I did some stuff, non-game stuff. The stuff that was recorded was all really bad because again, mixing was terrible. But I wouldn't really count that these days. Like I have a few like 8-bit game songs that I've made just like for fun, just for the hell of it. But like I don't have a whole lot of my singing is distracting me. Yeah, just like a handful of stuff. Just nothing like super full. Yeah, the Bowser Bash thing that I made for the Nintendo High series. There was that. That's an original. Did I post about that on YouTube? I feel like I did. I've forgotten. God metal or game metal? Sounds like gay metal is what everybody says. James, hello Johnny. I'm a fan of your work. I want to ask, will you ever make any original songs? Oh, that's like songs that are not video game covers. Eventually. It's just a matter of having the time to do it. Like I'm like knee deep in God metal and God metal plans and a few other non-God metal but game music related plans that haven't really had time to even think about it. 1942 is it's original enough, yeah. Johnny, how often do you get offered the chance to work on a game soundtrack like Shredder's Revenge? Every now and then, whenever T-Lopes needs me. He's my main gateway. He's the best. I'm sure we'll have something else for you all very soon. Michael Coleman? McCall Coleman? This is random, but I love that you covered The Offspring a couple years ago. They're my favorite. I feel like they're not talked about anymore. You're right. They're not talked about anymore, man. They're like, I guess people kind of see them as like a Gen X band. Because I know my sister used to listen to them. And that's how I first heard them. The Smash album, still one of my favorite albums of all time. And still one of the most influential for me. Yeah, I've always been a big Offspring fan. Their later albums are okay. There's a good song here or there on them. Kind of changed a little bit. Not in any way like I don't like. It's just kind of like. Can you sort your YouTube as most popular? You sure can. I think you can. Let me see. I think all you have to do. Let me see. Because somebody said something the other day and actually had a reply. Because they were asking why I took it off. Yeah, if you go to the channel and then you go to videos, there's recently uploaded and there's popular at the very top, right above the videos, right between where you click videos and right below and right above the first video icon. What I hate about that though is that like it's a lot of my old stuff. I hate the way some of it sounds. Like the Mass DDD remix is so outdated now, sound wise. Same with Megalovania, but Thermoxin asking on behalf of Mario. Geofront acoustic win. Soon. I'm gonna get back to some of those unfinished acoustics as soon as I can. Talk about the Osprey whenever we talk about the Dreamcast because Crazy Taxi. Yeah. Do I have a favorite compilation year albums? Mine would probably be 6 or 11. We talk about this on Discord a few times. I think it's so hard to say. Usually it's like the most recent year. Let me see. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Yeah, 6 had a really good song lineup. That's like part of the reason I remastered it. It's so hard to say off the top of my head. I really enjoyed the first one, the self-titled God Metal album with the 2009 songs. That was a lot of fun to do. But yeah, last year had a really good song lineup too. So I don't know if I have a particular favorite. Ishiro, thank you for. Did you do another 20? Or am I just seeing it again? Okay. Here's what you use for the synth wobbles and Magic Card Festival. Love how it just fits together with the guitars. Mitchell Bridwell. I think it was some stuff in Omnisphere. Pretty sure it was. I don't know which preset in particular, but I'm pretty sure it was from Omnisphere. Steve, Hogyu. All right, I have an interesting question. Whenever you show up on other channels, you always play the guitar. Why don't you play other instruments for collaborations on other channels? 2 reasons. 1, I'm usually not asked. 2, I have been asked to do drums one time, but like I was just so knee deep in stuff, in God Metal stuff that I just couldn't do it at that time. Plus, like, drums is so much more of a hassle, if I'm being honest, to like record videos and stuff for. So, yeah. Like guitars, like I could kind of just pick up the guitar, bust it out. But drums, I got so much stuff to set up and mix. I got to mix down like 15 different files for each different overhead, tom, whatever. So yeah. Caleb, hello to my 2022 favorite YouTuber and music recap main. Thank you, Caleb. As well as Minish Cap. Any other games on your backlog at the moment? Like a zillion things. When they released that Game Boy Advance and Game Boy Switch stuff, like that screwed me up completely because there's so many things I want to play in there. I'm playing Minish Cap because it's one of those Zelda games. Like I need to play that. I need to play the DS ones too. People are always telling me how good they are. Minish Cap, I'm having a lot of fun with it so far. I think I'm probably 3 or 4 hours in, maybe. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Dead Cells is really trying to lure me back with this Castlevania stuff. Really trying to lure me back. And I just don't know if I have the time. I don't have the hundreds of hours. Oh, from Japan. I wish I could read your name. If I could, I would. But welcome. Cool to see you here. Need an Atma Plays channel? Well, you know, I was doing stuff on Twitch for a while, and then like it was strictly a for fun thing, and then like I just got busy again. Dave, only found God Metal recently. Can't stop listening to Afterburner. Love it. Thank you, Dave. Make sure you check out the 6 Reignited version. I think it sounds a lot better. Made some improvements on it. If you haven't heard that one, I think it's on YouTube. It should be on YouTube. If not, it's on Bandcamp, and it should be on all the streaming services and stuff. There's no video for it. Just the topic video with the album art. Generic YouTube channel. Are the clips of you playing the instruments in the video the takes that are actually heard in the song itself? Heck no. They are definitely not. Yeah, that's something I always tell people. Like, that's not recorded playing. But what I will say is that I do try my best. Because what I do, like, I am no super virtuoso in any way. I break everything up into sections. Like, maybe verse. Like, think verse, chorus. I'll record just the verse from guitar perspective 1. And then I'll record the chorus, solo, so on and so forth. And then I'll do the same for shot 2. Same way for the drums. Break it up by section. The drums is a real real pain to record, because when you're drumming, you do so much different stuff. And to remember to do that, like, I guess you call it note for note, hit for hit, note for note on drums is a real pain. So like I had to go back and remember every fill that I did and exactly how I did it. Cause I don't like, one thing you'll notice in music videos is a lot is the drums are almost always off. Unless they're recorded live, of course. But the drums are almost always doing something different than what's recorded because there's just so much to do, especially with fills and stuff. But yeah, I try, what I will say, especially with guitar, when I'm playing and I'm recording video, I try to at least hit the take like no less than 90% accurate, but like usually end up around 95. Sometimes I hit 100. For drums, I try to get as close as I can to what I recorded. Come up with guitar solos on the spot. No, I write them. Section by section, a little bit of molding, and then relearning. It's a process. It's a process coming up with solos. If I could have any 3 superpowers, what would they be? So there had to be superpowers that you can hide, because if you can't hide them, you're probably going to get abducted by some entity or some organization, and that's not good. So invisibility, super strength, super speed. I think those 3 you can hide from people and you can still do like so much stuff. Especially invisibility. I mean, you can do so much with invisibility, it's crazy. It's interesting how, Mitchell, since 2019, the drums have become much more punchy and reverberant. Yeah, I mean, it's just a process of trying to improve mixing. Trying to improve. Majora Curse. What determines the May Madness year list? So, every year I post a May Madness ballot for people to fill out. I have the songs listed that are eligible. To this point, it has been everything that I've not remade from 2014 and prior. Still haven't opened up 2015 yet. I'm still deciding what to do, because when it comes to 2015, there's a lot of stuff I've remastered as bonus tracks for the compilation albums. And then there's some stuff I haven't remastered that I'd probably rather re-record. And then there's some stuff I haven't remastered or re-recorded that I'd probably just rather remaster. It's a very tricky thing. So I might make some eligible and some not from 2015 this year, but we'll see. But yeah, I take submissions from people. I take them from both YouTube and from Patreon. Look at the most requested stuff, pick from there. Might make a biased choice or two. But yeah, that's how that works. Keep your eye out for that. The ballot's usually posted in, when am I doing it? April? I think that's when I've been doing it. Kev's BS. How can I improve my mixing? This whole process. There's a whole lot of things you can do to improve your mixing is what I mean to say. Watch videos. There's a lot of helpful videos on YouTube. Especially, you know, when as somebody in their mid-30s, always telling young people, like, you all have so much reference material on YouTube now. There's a lot you have to sift through, though. That's the takeaway, is that there's some stuff that is kind of not so great, but when you do find the good stuff, like find a good channel, you can learn so much for like free and instantly. Reference tracks are important. A good set of studio monitors. They don't have to be $1,000 studio monitors. I've been working with KRK Rockets for, I don't know, forever. Since 2015, 2014. They're just fine. Of course, if you can afford $1 million monitors, go for it. But, you know, it's not gonna make you a multi-platinum mixer overnight, audio engineer overnight. Yeah, studio monitors is important. Reference tracks, as in while you're mixing, listen to another mix that you like through the monitors. That's important. Like if you like the way some album sounds, try to kind of get it close to sounding like that. What else? Simplicity is key. You know, I feel like a lot of mixers when they start out, like, maybe use too many things. I was guilty of it. I still am sometimes. just having like a billion plugins and like different EQs and compressors, and you don't always need that. Some stuff you do. Vocal processing is a real pain. But sometimes just keep it simple. Automation is another important thing. You got to automate a whole lot of stuff. Volume levels, even the EQ bands and stuff. There's a lot of stuff. If you can find someone to teach you or help you, assist you in any way, that's killer as well. If you can take classes, stuff like that. You can go to school for it, like, bar none the best. Okay. OGHQ, Animation HQ, notice me, dude. I noticed. Automation, Doctor of Thugonomics, is when you, okay, let's say you have the volume level and it's set at 0 decibels. Automation is when the song is going, and let's say you're in a section of the song, you want to move it up in volume a little bit. So you automate it so when the song's playing, it moves from 0 decibels to 2 decibels. And then maybe you want to quiet it back down, so you move it back down to 0. So that's basically what automation is. And you can do that with like so many different things. Like let's say you have an equalizer, and you have a little dip, a little bell going down at like 1,000 kilohertz or whatever they're called. And you can have it for just one section of the song down in that little dip, and then maybe for another section of the song you bring it back up. You automate it. That's what that is. Favorite food? Pizza. Yeah, I'm completely unoriginal. Boring pizza guy. Favorite food. I like spicy stuff. I like spicy. It's part of my Mexican heritage. Type. Hi, Jonny Atma. Is there somewhere on your website to download the high quality versions of all the YouTube thumbnails? Would like to use them as cover art for downloaded songs. Well, since last year we have art for every song, but I understand that the old stuff doesn't, so that's something. There isn't. You should be able... You know what you should be able to do? Let me see if this works for me. Let me see. What's a song we did? Lightning Battle. I don't know why. It's the first thing that came to mind. If you look up the song name and God Metal on Google Images, it should be like the first thing to pop up. And then you click it. Actually, you would right click it. Open image in new tab. Boom. You'll have it right there. Yes, that's the only way we have it right now. I don't have it on my website or anything. But that is one easy workaround. It's a hard nug live. What up, Jonny? Been a minute. Wanted to pop by and give a quick shout out. Got some new material. Man, it's it just clicked with me. I have not seen you in like ages or heard from you in a while. I'm glad to see you're still around, man. That's good. Yeah, we used to email each other. I remember that's been so long. Good to see you still around, man. Are you sure those are high quality? So yes, it should be, because I think my YouTube thumbnails are actually in 720p. I don't know why I haven't changed that yet. Yeah, it should be, like when you pull it up like that, it should be called max res default. So yeah, that's the highest quality there is of those thumbnails at the moment. When we get a face reveal, you got one now. Okay. Super Mike, hello. Thanks for the love. Wolf Thunder asking for Shimi. If you have a song that you want to request, but it's got a remix in another game, do you link of both songs? Oh, do I need a link of both songs for clarification? So usually Wolf Thunder, I'm assuming you're talking about the ballot. I prefer to have the original, and then like I think on the ballot I don't actually have like another spot where you can add more. I think it's like a long description form thing though, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Oh no, it's short answer. My bad. Okay. So preferably the original, unless the remix deviates like a lot from the original, then I would post that one. But typically the original, because what I usually do when I'm about to do a song, when I do my song research, I look up alternate official versions anyway. So, yeah. That's how that would work. Have I considered any multiverses tracks to be remixed? Sonic Dude. I have not. I haven't heard any. Actually, I think I've heard a couple, but I didn't think they were anything to write home about. so, not yet. Diego, is there going to be a God Metal 2 through 4? Yes, eventually. When? I don't know. Could be soon. Could be later. We'll find out eventually. No, I probably covered most of the songs of May Madness, but feels weird to not have those. You're right. It is weird. Yeah, I have plans. I don't know when they'll happen, but yes. Figment, any chance of more physical CDs being available in the future of more recent songs? Maybe I'm just dumb, but I can't find a lot on the website. So the reason I don't have physicals for the compilation albums like 2022, like 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 1. Well, 1 has a physical. But those other ones, the reason I don't is because I don't sell a whole lot of physicals. I only sell like, when I first post them up, I sell a lot. And then throughout the year, I might sell 1 to 5 per month, to be honest. So the cost to get to the compilation albums made physically would be a lot because they would take up more than one disc. They'd probably be like at least 3 discs, maybe 4 for some of them, because you got those medley songs and stuff. So that's why I don't have physicals for those. But there will be more physical stuff for the special album projects or anything that I might do in the future. So eventually, yeah. Dusk, greetings from Chile. Once again, what are the song you feel least proud of? This is a song I get asked, or this is a question I get asked all the time. Most proud of is whatever I most recently did, and the least proud of is the first song I ever did. Whatever's the early catalog and latest catalog. I don't really have a particular that I'm just like super duper duper proud of. I could say that I'm happy to see in the final, which we used to know it as Dark Star Core, has consistently been a very, very popular song for God Metal. I know on like Spotify and stuff, it's been the #1 song. We also managed to get struck by lightning twice. The first time I did in the final, which I think sounded okay, it did really well on YouTube. And then the second time I did in the final, it did even better, which, typically that doesn't happen. Like usually the second thing you release, even if it's a remake, even if it's quote unquote better, usually it might get less than the original, but like that one did better. And so I guess that's one I'm particularly proud of to see do so well. My name is Funny. Love the outro version of the songs you remix. Is there a way we can get a compilation of those? Greetings from Texas. You're in luck because I'm assuming you might have missed the top of the stream. If you look in the description, now available on streaming services, Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, all that stuff, and on the God Metal Bandcamp, Atmacoustics Dawn, Atmacoustics Dusk. And also there's the Atmacoustics channel, which I forgot to post a link to in the description. I can do that for you because every time I stream, people are like, "You have an acoustic channel?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I never talk about it. Yeah, I'm gonna put this in the description for you. That's not everything, but it's almost 100 songs. Atmacoustics channel just hit 10,000 subscribers, by the way. So another reason I put these up on streaming services. It's kind of a celebration. Ultrasonic, want to say your remixes are sometimes better than the actual songs. Thank you, Ultrasonic. I try my best. I understand that there's the camp of people that are like, nothing can beat the original. And so, if I could be just as good as the original, I think we're doing our job. Thank you, Dark. You have a nice day, too. Sticker Bush is on the Dawn album, so you're in luck. Is it on? No. Is it on Dawn or Dusk? It's on one of those two. It's there. You think and play sometimes Lubu theme from Dynasty Warriors series, The Wolf? Maybe. You know, whenever Dynasty Warriors music gets brought up, I feel like Lubu's theme or themes is usually the one that comes up in conversation. I would not be surprised if I do more Dynasty Warriors, just because Dynasty Warriors music is really good. I don't know when, but you know, we did Men of Intelligence, and that one was really cool. So, Almighty Radiance, liked Plantera. Thank you. Honestly, I liked it better than the original one. Kind of a weird remix, but worked for some people. Didn't work with some others. I'm the reason you got 5 t-shirts from Dracula Bite. Go buy yourselves some Dracula Bite gear, everybody. Dracula Bite's cool, dude. Makes awesome shirts. This shirt, Dracula Bite shirt. He's my sort of unofficial sponsor. Yeah, he made this kick-ass shirt for us. Do I think I can do a remix of Nintendo Land theme? Maybe someday. Who knows? Yeah, and he's got like all sorts of game stuff. Not just the stuff you see me in, but he's got stuff from like all sorts of games that we haven't covered. Or I just don't have the shirt yet. Alex, I have thought of my April Fool's song. I already know what it is. I picked it out like months ago. Celestial, how's my day? My day is great because I'm hanging out with you all and got to announce all these cool things for you. Estimate for GCN medley, yes, this weekend. Hopefully no later than Sunday. If it's later than Sunday, it could end up Monday, but I wanted to get a 4th song out this month, so we'll see. But it should be by Sunday. Max really likes Stains of Time. Thank you. It's better than the original. Really want to learn it on guitar. Do you think you can learn it in a year if I'm a beginner? So the rhythms, probably. The leads, if you keep working at it every day for a while, I think you could. It's all about practice. Dan, never catch these live. Level of power you put into your music. Thank you, Dan Gonzo. Caleb, I've not played Sonic Frontiers yet, actually. That's one of those backlog games somebody asked about. I've heard a few songs. I know that's... I'm expecting that to be a hot ballot entry this year. Sonic Frontiers. Have I considered Mega Man X Corrupted soundtrack? Daniel. I have not. I think I may have heard of... I know I've heard of it before. I can't think of anything on top of my head, though. Not off the table, though. Nothing's ever off the table. Except for Risk of Rain. Kevs, what inspired me to start this channel? So I started in 2010 because I always loved game music. Game music was what got me into... I mean, everybody's into music, right? But like what really got me into being a musician, because when I joined band in 6th grade, I wanted to play the trumpet because I wanted to learn the trumpet line from the Final Fantasy VI boss theme, or Final Fantasy VI normal battle theme. So I just always loved game music. Like it's just always been a big part of my musical life. And I started recording the remixes back in 2010. They weren't so good. They were okay to some people. Some people, they were okay. To me, they're terrible. But yeah, I just kept doing it. Eventually, the thing that really blessed me was Patreon coming out in 2015. And that clicked for us, and that was successful. And because of that, I was able to start doing this full-time. And still am able to do this full-time. So, yeah, just, you know, doing what I love for you all. And couldn't make me happier. I don't have a Steam Deck. I kind of want one, but they're expensive, and I don't like spending money. Dazzling Shell, read my second to last comment. How about doing a remix of Monk Maz Kosha from Breath of the Wild, or versus Origin Dialga? Maybe someday, Dazzling Shell. Maybe someday. What I always say to people, if you want me to do a particular song or series, I can't confirm anything, but I can tell you nothing's off the table except for Risk of Rain. So it could happen someday. Favorite console? Old school, Nintendo 64 probably. Just have a lot of good Nintendo 64 memories. New school, probably the Switch, because they're bringing a lot of old school stuff onto it, like with the Game Boy stuff. And I really, really, really love the handheld aspect of the Switch. I love the handheld aspect of the Wii U. Because I like to play like in bed and stuff. Like I'll be laying next to my wife, might be playing something. Just the portability is just, and then you can take it anywhere. Like if you go on like an airplane or something, you can bring it with you. If you go on a trip, you can bring it with you. That's part of the reason. Like we have a PS4, but like I never play it because like I don't feel like sitting downstairs on the couch. I want to be able to just walk around or sit in my room or some other room. So yeah, that would be my favorite. No problem, Dazzling Show. No problem. Can I do Johnny's theme from God Metal Adventures? Someday we'll get there. MS Kirby. Big fan, love your stuff, thank you. Now you probably get a lot of these questions. Ever consider arranging Zero Ranger? Sky, Quadruple X Days would be my pick. I think I've looked into the soundtrack before. Again, anything could ever happen. Maybe someday. Are there any songs that can never be metalized, Dave? It depends what you call a song. Because Super Smash Bros. Considers environmental noises from Pikmin a song, and I think that'd be kind of a tough song to metalize. But, yeah, like the stuff I tend to... I mean, it doesn't really get requested for obvious reasons, and I don't really see a reason to do it. Like, kind of like ambient noise stuff would be kind of like how are you going to do that? It's not even a Pikmin song. Environmental noises. What's the problem with the Risk of Rain covers? Diego. So I'll keep this short and simple and not try to make anybody look bad. So the composer for Risk of Rain, all I'll say is he is not a fan of covers and remixes. That's all I'll say. And you can look into it. Have fun. It's a rabbit hole. Let's call it Amp Static. What new game am I looking forward to the most? Oh, Tears of the Kingdom. Zelda. Breath of the Wild 2. I am looking forward to that. See myself doing any live shows in real life or on YouTube in the future. Overincy. Yeah, people ask me about live shows every now and then. Maybe someday in the future, in the far future, when I'm ready to kind of not stop doing God Metal, but maybe when I'm ready to start slowing down, maybe then. But I'm not really much of a live show guy anymore. You know, I used to be when I was younger. You know, I'm perfectly content doing stuff in my room. I'm an introvert. I'm a shut-in. So, works for me perfectly. But yeah, someday I would like to do some kind of live event in some way, form, or fashion. What I don't want to do, and people are always asking, like, oh, why don't you just play a guitar to a backing track? Like, if I do a God Metal show, it's going to be... We're going to go all the way. It's going to have full band, everything. Lights. It's going to be a full production. It's not going to be just me playing to a backing track. No shade to people who do that. That's fine. But yeah, if I'm going to do it, it's going to be big. Tears of the Kingdom, my bad. Whatever it's called. I like what you say you are to do runners up from Discord brackets like Galaxy Man or Airship Fortress. I mean, plenty of them have happened. So again, those are definitely not off the table. So yeah, likely enough. Termaguy, on Bandcamp, how come you kept the album covers of all the individual songs except King Ollie? That's a good question. So the reason that is, and I didn't do that on purpose. In fact, let me see something real quick because I did not see this. If you go to the song page on the God Metal Bandcamp for King Ollie, you will see the art. But the reason that when you download the entire album, the King Ollie art changes to the God Metal 12 artwork is because it does that because when you pull the song up on iTunes or like your phone or whatever, the main album art for the album always comes from the first song. So that's why, so it automatically attaches the 12 art to the first track, which is King Ollie. So that's what that is. Ed, did I get a new tattoo? No, not yet. But I do plan on getting some soon. It's been forever. But yeah, I do plan on getting some stuff done soon. This year. But not yet. Can you change them to the 12 album cover if you want to, that is? Oh, I mean, yeah, you could go in. I only use iTunes for downloaded stuff, so that's why I'm always saying iTunes. Or Apple Music, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, if you just go in and like you can select all the songs and then attach the 12 artwork if you want to. I don't think you could do it on Bandcamp, but yeah. Ever heard of Brave Fencer Musashi? Yes, there's an acoustic. I tried to get a license, but I couldn't get it on the acoustic albums that I did from that game. It's got cool music. That's on earwigs. So we moved recently, moved to a different state so my wife could go to school. We used to live in Tennessee, and man, we used to live in an area. We have a clean house, I promise. It's not dirty or anything. But man, we used to have a problem with these earwigs. Whenever it rained, earwigs would get in the house. Like, no matter what we did, no matter how many times I checked the seals to the doors and everything, earwigs would, I mean, it wouldn't be like a crazy amount, but like you might find one per day crawling around the kitchen floor. Ugh. You don't want to think about that again. We don't have anywhere we live now, so that's good. I mean, we do, but they're outside. I haven't found a way in. I hate earwigs, I should say. And tell you my true thoughts on them. Caleb, any other Metroid tunes you like? Parade's Lair, and like all the NES stuff is good. So yeah. Aquatopus, thanks Johnny, caught a ballot after years of missing relevant community news. I don't read mobile and put up for a vote for a change. Love interstice of the dimension covers. Thank you very much. Glad you got to fill out the ballot. I am going to be making reminder posts about the ballot. I'm about to get off here in a few minutes, by the way, everybody. I'm going to be making reminder posts, by the way, once a week until the ballot closes. The ballot does close on March 31st. Killer Beehive. We used to live in Nashville, but we don't now. Lived in Nashville for a little bit. Lived in Memphis before that. So most of my life has been in Memphis. Would I revisit any old remixes I've done? Yeah, all the time, Wes. Every May, we revisit old remixes. Fight to the Finish, Dialga. Now, Dialga was... When did we do that? Was that 2016? I did remaster that in the 6 Reignited album, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty sure I did. So yeah, I'm always going back and remaking stuff. Can't keep running from Pikmin. Yeah, we got Pikmin 4 coming, huh? Bro, A Song of Zelda. Of course. We're always going to do Zelda. We always do Nintendo. Some people say we do too much Nintendo. But they're crazy. A yawn! How have I been? I've been good. How are you? I didn't know you went live on YouTube. Once or twice a year. Sometimes 3 times. Favorite game soundtrack from the past year? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. Even if I wasn't in it, like, not just trying to suck up or promote myself or be full of myself. Like, even if I wasn't a part of it, the Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge soundtrack is really, really good. Now, to remove my personal bias, I feel like somebody asked me this recently and I had a good answer and I forgot what it was. What came out last year that's of note? I've heard a few Xenoblade 3 songs. They're pretty cool. What games came out last year? Oh, Forgotten Land did come out last year, huh? Yeah, Forgotten Land's got a lot of good songs. A lot of good rearrangements. Go with that. Holy Orders. I considered remastering Holy Orders for 12, actually, and I didn't do it. I went with Surprise Attack instead. I'm a terrible person. You bought the soundtrack CD to Shredder's Revenge. Good on you, MS Kirby. Good on you. Johnny, I have a question from a friend learning guitar. Emma, how to mute open strings without distortion. Like when you're, I'm trying to think of like, I think I need a better description. Like if you're hitting everything at once, or like palm muting. Need a little more detail. Where would I find remastered Fight to the Finish might be being done? You're not being done, Wes. Not at all. So on the Gunmetal Bandcamp or Spotify. Actually, you know what? Disregard what I said. It's not on Spotify. That's one. I think that's one of the ones I couldn't get licensed. It's on the Gunmetal Bandcamp on the 6 Reignited album. And on that note, because I couldn't get a license, I don't think it's on YouTube. Go to Gunmetal Bandcamp. 6 Reignited. It's the fire one where he's like this. And it should be on there. It sounds better, I think. You might prefer the old one, but you know, that's the game that remasters play. Are you gonna fit some full remakes into May Madness, Star Blacks, or am I going to be doing medley songs? So this year, you know, we're starting to run low on full songs to do. One second. We're running a little bit low on full songs to do from 2014 and prior that I either haven't done yet or remastered or something. So there's probably going to be more medley songs this year, but yeah, full remakes are not off the table. Not in any way. Okay, everybody. I'm going to take 2 more questions. And then I'm going to recap everything from today. I'm going to get off here. Got to go run somewhere really quick, but then when I get back, I'll recap everything in community post, and that'll be all. What's for dinner? I don't know. Pizza. Pizza, Charisse. Pizza. Drink some water? Yeah, I am. I ran out. He says it happens when palm muting and playing barred chords. Like the example he gave was a riff from Creeping Death by Metallica. So I'm guessing, okay. So tell him the most basic thing I can think of is try to mute the strings using the fingers on your fretting hand. If it's what I'm thinking of. I could probably give you some more detail later on Discord to help them out. Because that I might be like explaining it wrong or understanding the question wrong. Killer B, is it weird that I don't listen to soundtracks to games I haven't played? I feel like I have to earn the right to listen to the songs. I don't think it's weird. As a matter of fact, I think it's a very, very common thing. Obviously, case in point, if I post a song from a game that is not very popular, for whatever reason, usually just because it's hidden gem or, you know, people just aren't very familiar with it, it gets less views. And, you know, it comes with the territory of doing obscure songs, and that's fine. I have no problem with that. And even myself, you know, I'm always telling people, like, try something new and listen to something different. Something you don't know. I think the albums help with that. But I'll be honest, like, even me, myself, channels and stuff I follow, I'm more likely to listen to something or watch a video on a topic that I'm familiar with. Just human nature. So, you know, that's just how it is. Nothing wrong with it. But yeah, I encourage anybody. Be wild, experiment sometimes. Try something new. Sometimes you'll find something that you never knew you would like that you do now. All right, one more question. Matoy Sakaruba. Raba. More? Yeah, definitely. How many guitars do you have? Every now and again, I notice a new guitar in your videos. What is your favorite guitar brand? Okay, this will be the last one, and then I'm going to hop off here. I have a lot. Let's see if I can count. The green screen is going to ruin the immersion. Hold on. 1, 2. I think there's more than 10. Now, in the active rotation, I typically use 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there's the Butar 2. There's the Dark Butar. There's the Atma weapon guitar, the Ibanez RG770DX. The old Rhodes guitar, the Jackson Randy Rhodes 3, the red one. People call it the Axe. The rarely used Mockingbird, the BC Rich Mockingbird. The 2 acoustics I have, and that's the active rotation that you're gonna see in videos the most. My favorite brand, most of my guitars are different, actually. Both the Butars were, the first one was a Jackson DK2M. Is that what it was? I can't remember. The new one is the Jackson DK2H, which is my first and only like higher end guitar that I finally bought because I've just been putting it off for so long. The Atma weapon guitar is the Ibanez RG770DX. That's like kind of middle, but still a really good guitar. And the prices on those have skyrocketed. I like to headcanon that it's because of me, but it wasn't. But yeah, they've skyrocketed over the past couple years. The Dark Butar is a Frankenstrat, meaning it is a Fender Strat body, and the neck is a custom neck that I ordered from Warmouth. They make really good custom necks. You can like do whatever you want with them. I forgot the Dean guitar, the blue one. That is a Dean Vendetta 4.0. I forgot about that one. That's in the active lineup too. My acoustic is a Dean Tradition 1. The classical guitar, I forgot what the classical guitar is, and I can't see what it is from here. It's something decent. So yeah, most of my guitars are Jacksons or Deans. And then the Ibanez. I have 2 Ibanezes, but one of them is like a lower end that I just use to practice like switching out pickups and stuff. My favorite brand, I don't really know. The Ibanez plays really well. I would like to get another one. Jackson's like my main guitar, my first main guitar. Besides, I had an old Dean ML Phantom and like the generic Strat that everybody has when they first start out. My first main guitar was that Randy Rhodes guitar, the Red V. That's a Jackson, and because of that, because I like that one so much, I just stuck with Jackson for so long. And then the Dean Vendetta 4 feels like amazing, and I think I just got really lucky with that one. So yeah, those 2, Jackson, Dean, Ibanez. I haven't played any recent Deans for sure, but yeah, those 3. All right, everybody. Is the plumber rat from Super Show on the table? Thank you for the 5, by the way. I don't know, maybe. Do you like how the Jackson feels? I love it. Love it. The DK2H is awesome. When I first got it, like, it actually felt kind of wonky, and I was really disappointed, but then I, like, set it up, and it is, like, my favorite, so, like, by far. All right, everybody. I'm gonna get off here. I gotta go pick up my wife. She's at the library. She's in chat yelling at me. Just to recap, anybody that missed the top of the stream, 2023 song ballot is now live. Link is in the description. Tell me your most wanted song. You got a month to do it. I'll post reminders once a week until the ballot closes. The 12 album, which is the 2022. Ignore it says 2023 on the thing over here. It's wrong. I keep doing that. It's the 2022 compilation album. Now up on the Gummetal Bandcamp. It has 5 bonus tracks, 2 remasters on Bandcamp. There's 1 remaster that's on streaming services. The other one I couldn't get up. The one I could get up, Final Fantasy IV Boss Theme 2017 remastered, made it sound a lot better. Surprise Attack from Star Fox 2. Also, that one's up on Bandcamp, not up on streaming services. I couldn't get a license. I tried. I'm sorry. 3 instrumentals. Stains of Time instrumental. Panic in the Sky instrumental. What's the other one? Live and Learn instrumental. I'm on Bandcamp. And also on streaming services as well. Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes. Atmacoustics has made its streaming service debut via the Dawn and Dusk albums. They are also on Bandcamp, on the Gummetal Bandcamp page. Figured it'd be easiest to do it that way. You can find them on Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon, all those places. I posted a link to the Atmacoustics page for those services in the description. Please do follow them and all that stuff. Helps me out because it has like no following right now. For obvious reasons, it just debuted. Follow the Atmacoustics channel too. I post stuff there sometimes. 98 songs there. So there's a lot. There's a lot of stuff there. Everything goes for about 2 or 3 minutes, sometimes 4, depending on how long the loops are. So those are those, and really it. Thank you all for hanging out with me. Thank you for all your awesome questions. I hope I answered you. If I missed you, I'm sorry. I tried my best to get as many different people as I can. I'm only human. There is a Ask Jonny channel on the Gumbo Discord where I answer pretty much anything and everything. You can ask me the stuff there anytime. Just tag me, and I'll get to you as soon as I can. Sometimes I respond the same day. Sometimes it takes me a few days. But I do respond to everybody. Anything else? GameCube Medley this weekend, hopefully by Sunday. If it's not up on Sunday, it'll be absolutely no later than Monday. But it should be up on Sunday. It will be a premiere. I'll try to give you all like an hour, at least heads up before it does go live. And that is all. Thank you all. Love you all so much. You are the greatest. Thank you for your love and support. I will see you around on YouTube, Discord, Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, wherever it is, wherever it may be. You'll have a fantastic rest of your afternoon, evening, or morning. See you around.